The following podcast may be explicit. One Joe Young presents Adventures from the Shed, a tabletop RPG podcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com. Pull up your chair at our gaming table in the shed and join us as Mickie, JJ, Kurt, and Joe welcome two guests, Josh and Ellie. We jump back into our Curse of Strahd campaign, meeting these new characters. Enjoy the podcast. Hi, and welcome to the Shed for Adventures from the Shed. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com, on iTunes, Facebook, Stitcher Radio, Google, Bing.
All of them.
All of them, says Mickie. If you like us and you find us on iTunes, give us a good rating. It helps other people find us on iTunes. We're going to go around the table and say hi. I'll start with myself today. I am Joe. I am playing the human cleric Kelvin. He is a cleric of Pelor, and he wants you to know all about it. Now, who does he annoy first?
He annoys Noctra the most. Hi, everyone. This is Mickie. I play Noctra. She's the human paladin on the crew. And then we get...
Hey, guys. This is Kurt. I'm playing Teelin. He is the chaotic half-elf wild mage sorcerer.
And we have a couple of special guests with us today. Introducing herself first is...
I'm Ellie. I am playing Diavola, the half-wood elf werewolf.
She has half wood.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
She's only a
My
little
name's Josh. I'm playing Malachi, the barbarian monk werewolf.
Fantastic. And last but certainly not least...
JJ here. I'll be playing Strahd and hopefully kill everyone today.
All right, I'm done. Let's
EPK announced.
All right, so JJ, kick us off on what we're doing today.
All right, so
Maybe
a little recap. Yeah. I believe when we last left off, we were still in the town of Vallaki, right? And we had just reinstalled the windows into, the bones of St. Markovia into the bones of...
Nice. We had a campaign blue screen.
A little bit. No, there was a fatal error, and we reinstalled the bones into the crypt below the altar. In the
I actually
temple.
Remember that now that you said it. Hey.
And you did an amazing sermon, if I believe.
Oh,
if
yeah.
I recall. And
at the church, yeah.
Yeah, and you were able to bring more people in.
Had them all pumped up.
I think you rolled like a nat 20 on your sermonizing.
Go Pelor.
Go Pelor.
Hell yeah. Right, Noctra?
That's right. You increased attendance from 4 to 9, if I remember
doubled
correctly.
it, yeah. Well, I thought it was 8 to 16.
Yeah,
when there was like 4 people, there's not much more.
Got not 20 on a deception check. That's amazing.
It was a preaching check. All right.
So yeah, you guys are still in Vallaki, and you had just rescued bits of the Vistani from the saber-toothed tiger.
Oh yeah, the whole tiger thing.
You guys jumped down off the wall. The guards refused to open the city gates for you, and you camped out with the Vistani. You found out that Arabelle, what's his name again, Kurt?
Luvash.
Luvash's daughter was missing.
Look at me dropping that knowledge.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, do you
Pretty
have it right in front of you?
impressive.
Wow.
That was all.
See, I can't even
all
remember Ivana's name, whatever it is.
Trump?
Irina.
That one, Irina.
We should name them all after various Trump wives and daughters.
Are we going to have that many NPCs?
Irina, Milena, whatever.
Whatever Russian grad got
What's his
nailed in.
daughter's name?
And while
Ivanka.
camping with the Vistani...
Don't forget her.
And while camping with the Vistani, you guys were visited by Strahd in your dreams, and I believe 2 of you failed your will saving throws.
Correct.
And are believed that the most important thing to do right now is to go have dinner with Strahd.
We felt compelled to do so.
But it wasn't me.
It wasn't you.
Right.
No, it's
Taylor
not.
protected you.
I just want to go bring the light to Strahd.
Noctra and
Literally.
Teelin.
Yeah.
Literally.
I am compelled to, to preach to him about Pelor. You guys just want to go have dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
make
really,
it sound
really
cheap.
bad.
I'm really hoping for foie gras.
Hopefully there'll be a cheese joke later.
Did you hear about the factory in France that blew up? Oh, that's left as debris.
Nice.
It's awful.
So what are we off to do next?
Off we go.
I'm going to pass the reins over to you guys. Who's going to take the lead here?
Teelin, what are we doing?
Well, we have Irina with us now, right?
You do have Irina with you, yes.
So, well, and...
Well, we're not going to bring her to Strahd.
No, that would be dumb.
Okay. Yeah,
Well,
How about we leave her here?
she definitely needs to be left with somebody safer than us and not Strahd.
Well, our Noctra and I are not rational at the moment, right?
No, you're completely irrational. It's just you feel like the next thing you need to do is it's not a command; it's a suggestion.
Okay.
Do we recognize that we're
No,
like under
you
compulsion?
think that this is something you need to do. It's something you
Okay.
want to do.
Do we think that we need to bring Irina with us? Or
Your overall goal is to protect her, so that is not getting trumped.
Okay.
He said it. He said
He
Trump.
did. We should do a drinking game every time we say Trump. Maybe then
thought
the
you were-
podcast will pick
Take a
up.
drink, comb your hair over.
Oh my!
Take a drink, comb
So-
your hair over.
Where are we going to leave her?
In the church. Let's go talk to the priest.
There are twice as many people in the church now.
Oh, here we go.
Go Baylor.
Go Paylor.
What
Hey,
about the people who run the inn that are were-ravens?
we could leave him with the were-ravens. That's right. I didn't think about that.
Were they were-ravens? Was that correct?
Yeah.
And I'm just throwing out
knocked her up.
suggestions.
The Order of the Feather.
Could
They
we...
flock together.
Let's go talk to the leader of the feather. The leader of the clan.
It's just I'm thinking
Do
it's a
that.
long walk back to the church, and we're at the inn.
You lazy...
It's like minutes. It is.
lazy shit.
Literally.
All right. So where would he be?
Well, we saw... What was it? When we were in the town and the kids or whatever were in the gallows... Not the gallows, the stockades.
Mm-hmm.
We met the guy there.
Yes, Irwin.
Irwin. Yes. See,
With
I
a
can't
U,
remember the
not
damn
an I.
names. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Oh, with a U?
With a U.
He was Irwin, Steve.
Keepers of the Feather. He and his family were the were-ravens who've been watching over us.
All right.
So they're slightly less creepy now because we know who they are.
Now we know who they are.
Yeah.
Where are they?
Yeah,
Jake?
well, let's just ask him if they can offer protection. If not, who he thinks we should bring her to while we're gone.
All right. So you guys take her to the inn, and Irwin welcomes you in. His wife is busy cleaning the tap room, cleaning some glasses. She's not sounding like the first bartender. She's very animated.
So,
So I think we should tell her that we're going to a dinner party and ask her if they might be able to keep an eye on our friend Irina while we're gone.
Yes. We could keep her here. We have well, now that the half elf is gone, his room is vacant, and we can put.
Oh,
him
the
there.
bard.
Yeah, the bard. The
Bard
bard
guy.
Rick Tavio has left.
Ricky Martin.
Ricky Martin left.
Did we ever figure out what happened to him?
No, he just disappeared.
Yeah. Are we? Can you keep her safe while we're
Yes.
gone? Seems
Yeah,
like the town.
now that you guys have put the bones back into the cathedral, it's going to be much easier to keep Valaki safe.
We're having dinner this evening with the Count, just so you know where we're going. But we'll be back tomorrow for sure.
Are you sure that's the wisest idea?
It's what we need to do.
This
I-
town needs to be made safe again.
Yes, and I hear he wants to learn about Baylor. I'll bring a few scrolls to him.
Bring the
Yeah,
full
maybe
fury
you can
of the Morning
annoy
Lord.
him out of here. That's
Yeah.
a good idea.
I think so. I will shine some light on the situation. That is the best one-liner I have today.
You'll shine something.
Oh, yeah.
So, are we good?
We are squared away here. We will keep her safe and return to us.
Should we get supplies before we go have dinner with a vampire?
I think I'm stocked up, but if you need
You're all
we can
stocked
definitely
up?
do that.
Maybe some steaks?
we should bring something as good guests, right?
Sure.
Dylan, do you make
what is
potato
the
salad?
No, you can bring a 14-year-old virgin. It's like something he might like.
You're such a creeper.
Well, I mean, vampires.
See, I was thinking potato salad, but no.
You went there.
I'm just thinking about what if I was a devil super vampire. What would I want someone who comes to my house to dinner to bring?
How about a nice glass of wine? Some Pinot.
Some blood?
Are we really going to explore the 14-year-old virgin thing?
No.
Okay, let's go to the dinner then.
All right, well, so
Although
we're-
maybe we should.
Well, by the time she gets there, she wouldn't be a virgin anymore, would she, Kurt?
So how far is it to Baron von Strasbourg von Lasagna's castle?
Yeah,
SVD.
von lasagna. I like that. It's going to be a little bit of a trek. You have to go back up to where the windmill was, and right there is where it wide.
back up to the windmill where the hag's daughters might still be.
No, that you guys did a good job chasing them away.
Yeah,
Don't think they're going to come back?
I mean, typically when you chase a predator out of its cave, it doesn't come back.
All right.
No second date for you.
Well, I've got what I need. I've got my staff. I've got my Monster Hunter pack with some steaks, with some holy water.
Okay.
If you guys need anything, we should do it quick.
Let's get some steaks on the way.
I'm ready. Let's
And
go.
I don't mean bison. Let's go.
Baylor.
Roll it out.
All right, so you guys roll out. The town guards are a little bit reluctant to open the gates again, but that's just...
They better not be. Noctra's going to kick their ass if they don't open the gate this time.
Just kick it down. Boom.
And yeah, you guys are traveling along.
And then...
Hail. Travelers, where do you travel to?
Now, do you look human or do you?
Yeah, I'm in human
Yeah,
form.
You're in
we're
human
in
form?
human form right now.
Got a nice cloak on and a hat with a feather. It looks nice.
Very nice.
Fancily dressed.
Yeah, so what...
So yeah, describe what our intrepid adventurers see.
do that.
Well, I'm in robes. I've got carrying a large glaive, but you don't really see me until I pull the hood back on my brownish cloak. Got a nice hat on with a feather. Brown hair, green eyes. You see a lot of throwing weapons on me, axes. I've got a couple javelins, but you notice a very intricate glaive. It's kind of a pointed blade on the backside, and it's got a wolf motif howling at a moon on it.
Okay, so do you look intimidating? I mean, you've got all these weapons that are visible.
I do want to point out, though, that you guys have never, ever seen travelers
Exactly.
outside of towns.
So what's going? Except for that one.
The Revenant.
Revenant.
But that wasn't a traveler. That was a zombie just going on a murderous spree.
Single focus being of existence. And what does Diavola look like?
Diavolo is the same. She's got a similar cloak. We both have kind of necklaces with rings on them.
Sure.
I have 2 short swords, daggers, brown hair, leather, corset style-y type, I guess is the best way to say. Tall boots.
Any chance you're a 14-year-old virgin?
I am not. I'm married, obviously.
Oh,
There's rings. There's rings involved. So it's
I
not
promise
virgin
she's
anymore.
not a virgin.
That ship sailed.
Are you both half elf, was it? Or
Yes.
Okay.
Both half wood elf.
Well,
Okay.
I'm not a half elf. I'm an elf.
Dusk elf.
Wood elf.
Dusk elf.
Dusk elf.
Oh, dusk elf.
Duskwood.
So,
Exactly.
be a little cautious coming across travelers, especially such heavily armed travelers. Can I do my sensey thing?
You want to do divine sense?
Thank you. My divine sense.
Sensey
My
thing.
sensey
Just call it
thing?
spider sense.
Go for
I'm
it.
going to do my spiny sense to determine whether or not they're evil.
They are fae, devil, or...
It's
divine.
It's either celestial, fiend, or undead is what I can detect.
yeah.
Okay.
They are none of those.
They're neither celestial, fiend, nor undead.
Correct.
Okay, so that gives
So-
me some measure of comfort. So I do the
Teelan, you're
little
the diplomatic one, right?
hand
I am.
Before I
signals.
start preaching to them.
Well, and
I'm
I'm,
assuming we're still a good 50 feet down the road when we hail you. We just
Yeah.
kind of came out of the woods, though.
a half elf, so we've got that kind of in common.
Hands,
Can I
yeah.
also
we
do-
can speak to each other in elf.
Exactly. Let's have a
And
secret
it-
conversation that none of my friends can understand.
I'm going to
So-
kick you in the shin.
Make
Can
them
I do
really
a
trust us.
I know every elvish curse word, though.
Yeah, you would learn all the cuss words first, wouldn't you?
As a kid, yeah.
No, I think I would be quite open. I would greet you back. I'd say it's unusual to see strangers on these trails. What brings you here?
Well, I've seen the gates don't like to open very much, and I don't really like the cities. Neither does my wife. I've just been doing a little bit of hunting, and I'm traveling east, and there's protection in numbers.
What are you hunting?
It's just small game. There's not much to hunt anymore unless you have permission to get on the Baron's, the Count's land. That's what I said.
That is true. Well, and the gatekeepers of town, they're kind of a pain in the butt. They don't like to open those gates very much.
I agree. I don't really like cities, though. They just makes the hair on my back of my neck just stand on end. I like
can
the woods. I like hearing
understand that.
nature.
Well, there's no reason for us to keep you from your hunting. We're just traveling on down the road.
All right, you
Which-
guys can leave.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
What direction are y'all headed?
Well,
We're headed to
look
the
at my
ca-
party, see what you see how you guys feel. A little quick check.
I think maybe you haven't heard of Paylor yet.
Oh, here we go.
I might have, I might not
You
have.
might, the God of Light. If you haven't heard of him, you really need to hear. Perhaps you can walk along with us, and I can tell you all about him.
I'm willing to hear your stories. I love hearing
Well, it
about
depends.
things
Are
like
we
this.
traveling the same direction?
We're going towards the windmill.
So are we, actually. We're going a little bit past that, though. But again, there's things in the woods you don't want to fight alone, and there is strength in numbers.
Agreed. But
Agree
you
with
walk
that.
in front.
Yeah, it turns out there's saber-toothed tigers in the woods. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Who would have
I
thought?
did not know that. That sounds like an excellent game.
And many places we've traveled have scratch marks from wolves on their houses.
The
so
wolves
the wolves are kind of
will be
creepy.
as they are.
They're creepy. Let me tell you about Pela. And he grabs a couple of scrolls from a pouch he has, and it's like,
He hands out
Paylor
pamphlets.
Tower magazine.
Hands out pamphlets.
Yes,
He does.
You get
He literally does.
yes.
Does my character even know how to read?
I would assume so.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like we're uneducated
No,
werewolves.
but we're,
Yeah.
we're
Well,
from here.
these are special
Whoa,
scrolls,
wait,
so
you're
just
werewolves?
looking at
I didn't
them.
say
Well,
that.
we didn't say that.
Wait, not out loud.
They didn't say that out loud.
Inside voice.
Sorry.
It's a language you
So
didn't
yeah,
recognize.
you guys like Josh was mentioning, you guys are heading east. That is the direction toward Strahd's castle. And you guys remember those big gates I described? Those are what you're actually heading toward. You're heading back into Strahd's actual domain. And you see the gates in the distance, but you do feel like you may have to camp outside. You're not going to get there in time.
What is the D&D equivalent to sense motive?
Insight.
Inside.
Can I get an insight check on them?
Sure.
I have a +1 to that, so 5.
Awesome.
You're not entirely certain that these guys can handle the a camp out and knowing what you know about the Barovia. You're not entirely certain these guys can handle, even though she's wearing full plate. He's got some breastplate on. He's just carrying a crystal clear staff.
I think they're more equipment than skill.
Yeah, you think they're more equipment than skill.
You don't think we have enough graham crackers for a s'more?
I don't
At
know if
least
we'll
we have
make
the
it
chocolate.
in-game. I want to say, I don't know if we're going to make it to the windmill tonight. Do you have a campsite planned?
Payload will provide.
Yeah.
or not
I
to.
think I might go take a look, though. And can I use survival
Sure.
to find a camp spot?
No, you
great.
can't.
11?
Well, that's probably
Yeah, that's enough to find a camp spot.
yeah.
So I haven't got above average yet.
It's not entirely weatherproof. It's not like nice little grove or anything. But you do find a suitable camp spot. It's fairly
If
defensible.
it matters, I would like a piece of rock on one side of it.
Okay.
Just so we have something to put our backs to if it comes to it.
Fair enough. You find a little outcropping.
Are we nearing dark?
It is nearing dark.
It's always dark in Barovia.
That's true. It is, and foggy.
And can I assume that I've been looking out for any small game that we might find on the way?
Yeah. One thing I do want to make a note of is when he kind of goes off and looks around, you notice that his cloak begins to blend into the background of the forest.
That's freaky.
That's very
It's hard for you
Cool.
to track his movements when he goes into the woods.
Well, I have that passive perception of 100 and something. So,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So you don't lose track of them.
No, as long
But,
as
like-
I don't actively try and watch.
But Noctra is like, where did he go?
Yeah.
Do you see them,
Where did
Calvin?
they go? He's right over there, looking for a rock or
Yeah,
something.
Have you ever seen a cloak like that?
They do have disadvantage on anyone trying to
It's
perceive
just
me.
it's going to ignore
Okay.
me.
That's I'm not going to make anyone roll, but that's
Okay,
what
okay.
kind of
Yeah,
Sorry, I created this
okay.
about an hour ago, 2
Excuse
hours
me.
ago.
that's cool. So we find a spot to rest.
You do find a spot to rest, and who's going to take first watch? And I'm going to start rolling some percentage dice to see when and if a short
Dun,
encounter
dun.
happens.
I'll take first watch.
Okay,
Can I hunt while
Would
she's
be
taking
necess-
first watch?
sure.
Just in the immediate area. I don't want to go more than 100 yards away.
Got a question. Would we just necessarily trust them to take first watch?
I'll be up still talking about.
You'll still be
Paylor.
talking about Paylor.
Till the sun comes up.
21 on the hunt survival, by the way.
Okay.
JJ, while we're just getting ready, I'm gonna just, as I often do, just casually tap my staff 2 times on the ground.
Stop
Which
touching. You're
makes-
going to go blind.
Makes Joe laugh
He's
every time
thinking
I
about
tap my
the
staff.
14-year-old virgin again.
That's casting my mage armor from my staff.
Well, I'm not
so-
there to question that, so.
I don't want the 14-year-old virgin. I thought Strahd might want a 14-year-old version.
So you wanted to grab one so he could have it.
Poor children listening at home. Go
They shouldn't be.
Go ask your mommy what a virgin is.
They shouldn't be
They used to
listening.
exist in the 20th century.
A long time
They've been
ago.
around. So definitely I would, Calvin would stay up.
Okay.
Keep an eye on what's
So
going
that would
on.
take second watch.
Yep. Keep the fire going in the camp.
All right, so you're out and doing some scouting, and you're looking for some small game.
Yeah, just some food to cook up real quick.
You hear a little bit of sound in the distance, like maybe 50 feet to your left.
Is that upwind or downwind? And can
It
I
would be
smell it?
upwind of you.
Okay. I move back to the campsite, and I kind of give my wife a knowing look
Okay.
as I grab my glaive.
What? We're strapping? What's going on?
What?
Well, we would make the party aware.
Hey.
I look at all of you and say, you may want to prepare
wake
yourself.
For what?
There's something to the west.
Thielen, wake up.
Dylan, let go of your staff. Wake up.
I didn't even bring dinner back yet. You're asleep.
It's a long day. Shut up.
Right?
We had to fight a saber-toothed tiger last night. Don't judge me.
Where is its pelt?
It was a long day.
Well, I traded it.
Good call.
Nice. Baylor knows you lied.
That matters not now.
Taylor also knows that I tapped my staff.
Oh, you poor guy.
Oy vey.
Damn that Taylor. Mm-hmm. All right, so
what do we see?
I'm up. I've got my staff.
We're all
looking
prepared.
around. What's going on? What's happening?
A gaunt figure with wild hair and bare feet bounds towards you on all fours, wearing a tattered gown of stitched animal skins. You can't tell whether it's a man or a woman, but it stops, sniffs the air, and begins to cackle like a lunatic. The ground nearby is animated and crawling.
Ew. What is it?
Do you speak? Hello?
And that is where the ground surges forth.
Yeah.
The underbrush looks like it literally surges forth, and I need to roll initiatives.
Fantastic.
Oh, poop.
Yeah, poop.
Are you going to keep track, Mickey?
I'll keep track.
All right. Hey, I got a good number.
Awesome.
Me have high number this time.
What do you
All
have?
right.
Where's initiative?
You going to start with me? I have a 16.
Thielen?
Cool.
9.
8.
8?
26.
20.
Holy crap.
Do I have
think-
time for about a sentence?
Was
I think
that?
you're
Do I have
going
time for a
first.
sentence?
Yeah, go for it.
We'll see now if you can handle yourselves. Acta non verba.
Wow.
Acta non verba?
That's
Speak
not
English.
Elvish.
It's not Elvish.
It's not Elvish.
Speak English. Does anybody recognize what he just said? No?
As I run out to do whatever I'm about to do, after you guys apparently, it's words, or it's deeds, not words.
Ah. Well, that sounds about right.
So, say what you said again.
Acta non
No,
verba.
before that, the whole sentence. Did
We
you
will
tell?
see if you can handle yourself.
And not just your
Acta
staff,
non verba.
obviously.
Gotcha.
Do you need the spelling on that?
Nope.
Okay.
So we're getting ready, and Noctur's like, I hope we get
What is
Italian
your
food
initiative,
tonight.
JJ?
Yeah, that's right.
Do we get to know that?
11 for the
Player always keeps track of initiative.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
11 for the druid,
Less work for him.
and 13 for the twig blights.
Twig light?
Twig blights.
Blights. Twigs. Twiggy.
All right, so...
How far away did you say they are?
This is like just outside your campground now. Like you went back
So
and
30
warned them.
feet away?
Yep.
All right.
So first up is Diavola, then Calvin, then Twiggy, then the Druid, then Thielen, Mikael, and Noctra's last.
And is any of this considered rough terrain?
No.
Okay.
Diavola. You know what you're doing?
Yes'm. I'm running in and assassinating Or I'm going to try to assassinate her. Someone.
Yep, go for it.
That's pretty straightforward.
Well, that's what I do.
Assassinate someone.
I kill things.
Someone.
You do have combat advantage on this because they have not acted yet.
Sweet.
So that means you get to roll 2d20 and take the higher of the two numbers.
Well, we're going with the 10, which adds... What does that add to it?
To your attack? What are you attacking with?
My short sword.
So
So,
look
18.
at short sword. Yep, 18. That'll hit.
Sweet.
And because you're using your move Assassinate, it auto-crits.
Yeah! So that's...
Double your
You need a
damage
bunch
dice.
of d6.
So it's 5d6 twice.
5d6 twice. I'm going to borrow some of your d6, dear friend.
Here's another 5, so you can all...
We've got D6s all over the table, people.
Everywhere!
Little advice to the novice gamer: when in doubt, buy more dice.
Here, roll these.
Or when you just
Sweet.
want more.
Thank you.
Buy more books, buy more minis, buy more dice. Someday your wife or husband will hate
There's a
you.
4, 25,
Unless you marry a gamer, like JJ and Mickey.
35, 40.
Plus your
Plus-
Get to
stat
role play
modifier.
all the
40
time.
plus, so 45.
All the time.
45.
Role play during the day?
It makes like this wet gurgling noise, and
Ew.
it begins to breathe raspily as you drive your short sword into his torso.
Good lord. This was the druid?
Yes.
Ick.
Don't kill it. We got to question it first.
Oops.
Calvin.
So there's like shambling bushes.
Yeah, it's mostly undergrowth, like the
Okay.
like twigs and stuff. Like they're animated.
Okay, well, twigs and stuff do not like the light of Palor. They must make a dexterity saving throw. 15. DC is 15.
I roll 19 on the dice.
Well, then, I'll just sit back and let the sacred flame kind of dance around the twigs.
There you go. There you go.
Maybe Palor is not as strong as he.
Palor's not is weakened in the night of the light.
Shut your blasphemous pie hole.
At least
Maybe it's
pretty.
because you've been so
Preachy?
pompous. Preachy.
It
Maybe
could be
that's
that.
Next
why.
up on
That's
the
a good
list there,
chance.
Twiggy.
Twiggies. All right.
Oh, hey, someone just tried to set him on fire.
So because the a certain someone did manage to break past the twig blades, they are going to come back and help defend the druid.
Oh, okay. Whew. So trying to set a twig on fire doesn't create animosity. That's good.
It's good to know, right?
Not when one of them tries to stab into his gut.
No. Setting a twig on fire, that creates animosity.
That's a good point. Thanks.
All right. I have a 26 to hit, which will hit.
Yeah.
What?
No.
No,
Now-
no.
I offer this to all my
close.
players. Do you want to take the average damage, or do you want me to roll it?
Roll it.
Roll
Can
it.
I
Oh.
use evasion or uncanny dodge?
You can use Uncanny Dodge, which is using your reaction to have this damage.
Score.
Are you playing a rogue? What are you playing?
I'm a rogue, yeah.
Cool. I almost played a rogue for this campaign.
So
I was really
it's
excited.
18, and then you can have it.
Sweet.
You can have it all.
You can have it all.
Half.
Um,
I want it all.
And I
Half
need
it.
you to
I
make
wanna
a
But I
dexterity
want it
check,
now.
please.
All right.
Does she have uncanny dodge every turn, or limited amount of times?
Her reaction.
It's my reaction.
So it uses her reaction. You only have one of those.
One per turn.
I rolled a 2. But I
right.
didn't botch.
You get a
So
6.
I get a 6.
the twig, the undergrowth, basically stabs up into your calves and is now pulling you down into the earth.
Ow.
Fuck!
That sucks.
That ain't
It's an
right.
appropriate reaction.
I mean, I stabbed it in the gut. I can't argue with it.
And at the end of his turn, you're going to take an additional 9 damage.
Jeez.
As it's just basically ripping your flesh down into the earth.
So what you were
Big
calling
graphic.
the druid, is that the guy that came in on all fours crazy talk?
Correct.
Okay.
That is the undergrowth's turn.
It's Druid's turn next.
Druid's turn. It's going to actually 3 of you. It's going to be
Not it.
Josh, Joe, and Noctra.
Damn it.
So Calvin, Malachi, and Noctra need to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, my. That's not a
Oh
good
my god.
thing.
All right, this dies on timeout.
13.
18.
All right, 18 will pass. 13 and I'm guessing 2
Yeah.
are going to
Oops.
fail. So you're going to take half this damage. The rest of you are going to take the full brunt of it.
Well, that's not good. I don't want to take any damage. Can I just do the
13.
no damage?
18
No?
and 14 damage.
Can I
So
sign
what's
up
total?
for?
14?
Okay.
Can I sign up for 0 damage?
You cannot sign up for 0 damage.
It just won't be delivered. You can sign up all you want, I guess. Where do you sign up for nothing?
As a lightning bolt lances forth from him, and then he turns to run.
Coward!
And that will provoke a opportunity attack.
Sweet. And since he is turning, can I sneak attack him?
You cannot. You have he's no longer surprised,
Ah.
and you have nothing granting you advantage against him.
Deal. Okay.
Except for your awesomeness.
I'm a bamf.
Roll plus awesome.
Roll plus awesome. So
What's your attack?
21.
21 will connect.
Wait, he's running away. Maybe we should just let him run away.
No mercy.
No.
No mercy. He's trying to
Well,
run.
we should ask him.
Murder hobos.
A half-wood assassin doesn't let druids get away.
I murder things.
A full wood assassin might.
I love
Might,
druids.
yeah.
7.
7 damage is enough to cut him down.
Oh,
I say no.
To death.
Normally, I would say you shot him in the back, but as a rogue, that's really what you want to do.
Yeah.
You can choose anytime lethal damage occurs, you can choose to make it non-lethal. So if you do want to question him,
I
you
would
can.
choose to do non-lethal. She
So
did
you
say we
hamstring
wanted
him.
To, yeah. We want to question him. We
Right.
want to
Right.
drag him back to the party.
The first question I have for him is, are you a random encounter?
It is. But we still have the twig blights to deal with.
Are you a random?
I just want to know if it's relevant to actually question
Even though I
him.
got pulled down?
Huh?
On
Can
your
I
turn?
move even though I got pulled down? Like on my
you
turn?
you are restrained. Your
Okay,
move speed is
okay.
now 0.
All right, so the twigs are still aggressive? And
Yeah, the
attacking?
twigs are still aggressive.
In that
Light
case,
'em up.
I'm going to fireball them. Firebolt, sorry.
Firebolt them? Okay.
Yep. So I got to roll to hit with that, right?
She does have evasion. She's going to take at least half damage.
Oh, their twigs are where she is?
Yes.
Yeah, they got her
him
right
out.
now.
They are occupying the same space as her.
I look at you.
No, I would not. Firebolt has splash. I can't.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
But
So I can,
Fireball does.
exactly. So I can target it, right?
It
Yes.
almost fell off his chair.
I'm so
23.
excited.
23 will hit.
And it will. So let's see. At level 5, Firebolt does 2d10. Je pense. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
10.
Cat Latin
14.
and French. Nice.
14 total.
We're
There's
smart
All right.
pot.
no bonus on that, right? It's just.
You notice that it doesn't really burn much, but what I'm trying to get at here is resistance.
They're resistant to fire.
This is a swarm type thing. You want area of effect does double damage.
Well, if the rogue could get her butt
Exactly.
away.
Quick question. The thing that hit me, what kind of damage was that?
The thing that hits you,
Everybody.
lightning.
Cool.
All right. So it took half damage or no damage?
It took half damage.
Okay.
Hack and slash. Malachi's next.
Woo! I bolt forward.
Okay.
And as I do that, I just had it.
I look up the next Latin sentence.
Ego Venari et Moriamini is what I say as I jolt forward.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and stab with my glaive twice at
Okay.
it.
I think he's.
And I wanna see what happens there.
origami.
Okay.
He did say
18 to
origami.
hit.
18 will connect.
And, Jesus, 25 to hit.
That will also connect.
There is no Jesus here. Only Paylor.
Paylor.
12 on the first one.
All right.
5 on the second one.
And you also notice there is a resistance to being cut.
All right, is it still moving?
Yes.
I'd like to drop a key point
Okay.
and Flurry of blows it.
All right.
Maria blows it.
That'll give me 2 more. 15.
15 will hit.
25.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
5 damage and 8 damage on top.
All right.
Is it still got her?
Yep. It's still dragging her down.
That origami does a lot of
So
damage.
it's resistant to fire, melee.
It's resistant to anything that isn't area effect, probably, because
More than
it's a
likely.
swarm. And game mechanics and payload mechanics, light that shit on fire. What?
I can't light it on fire. How about I just slash it?
Yeah, slash it like there's
Or
two
y'all
of them.
could just take your turn and move, and I'll fireball it. Because I am.
No,
Can I
My
try
bolts
to-
are her, which means we're both adjacent to the.
Can I
it.
try to?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I try to cut her out?
That's what he was trying to do.
So I'm gonna try to cut her out.
So you're going to draw your lightsaber?
I'm gonna draw my lightsaber to Sunsword.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Is there any mechanic for trying to pull someone out?
Yes, you could attempt to aid her in her escape.
16 plus amazing.
I really don't want to use my 3rd level spell now if
a
I don't
lot.
have to.
25.
25 will
Nope,
connect.
That's not right. 23.
23 will hit as well.
Okay. So it's 2d6 radiant damage.
Yes.
That's not a d6. Wait.
Use the other one. It was better.
I know, right? So
Yeah.
it's 10,
Are you using an aid roll?
16.
No.
Huh?
No, she is attacking it.
16 damage.
Ben luck.
16 damage.
16 radiant damage.
Your lightsaber does slice cleanly through.
It's magical.
It's magic.
Oh,
So is she free?
Oh, it's
No.
magic.
Okay.
You know.
I know.
Don't I have a... No, I can't do my double yet.
But the damage you guys have caused will grant her advantage on her escape check.
And it's her chance to do something.
It's her turn.
I'm escaping. Can I drag?
So it's a dexterity roll.
All right.
Row.
Row.
Roll your dice.
And you may take the higher of these 2 dice.
Yes. Sweet. Then it's 15.
A 15 will grant you
17.
escape.
Oh wait, 17. Sorry.
Oh, that
17
didn't
also.
do it then. It was, it had
Yeah,
to be
17 is not good. 15 was okay, but 17,
17. I'm sorry.
17 was
you're
too successful. I'm sorry.
You got out and fell back in.
Yeah, you're able to scramble away, but you notice that your blood is not coagulating,
Uh-oh.
and you're going to take another 9 damage.
Hot damn.
Ouch.
That hurts.
Put a tourniquet on it.
Rub some dirt in
And you
it.
begin to feel like
Rub some
the
dirt in it.
poison of the twigs
Starting to
is
take
starting
effect.
to come sink in.
Ooh,
Calvin, do you
poison.
think Palor has something to help her?
I can try and burn it out of her?
Do it.
Sure, why not?
I don't know how to
Am
feel
I
about
next?
this.
Holy crap, I'm next,
You
right?
are. Yeah.
Let's. Yeah, I guess I was. Yeah, I'm reading the wrong thing. That's still right. I just have to make numbers on that one. How injured do you look? Horribly injured? Slightly injured?
8. Slightly injured.
So we should probably get rid of the nasty thing first.
Yeah. Take care
Yeah.
of the poison.
Plus, we're going to be probably sleeping after this, perhaps.
Is there any way I could position myself for burning hands not to hurt anyone else
Yes.
since she's gotten out of it?
Yes, there's
So
a
let me
way
try
to do that.
Let's do a burning hands. Because the fire of Paylord will hurt this thing and make it go away. Dexterity saving throw again. The DC is
A 1.
higher than whatever you roll.
I rolled a 1.
Good.
So the DC is 2.
So it is.
Notice.
6, 6, and 5. That's pretty good
Wow.
for 3d6.
It wasn't
so
evil.
that's 17
It was almost
fire
evil.
damage.
That is enough to burn it away.
Yes. and
Because
that's
17 turns into 34.
Yep. So the flame of Paylord made this thing go away, yes?
Yeah.
Why did it double?
Because
It's a
it's a
swarm.
swarm, and that is a feature of swarms. They take half damage from single target sources and double damage from AoE type sources.
Ah.
Burning hands. There's a lot of these things crawling around on the ground, so I just...
They don't like Paylor.
Big fire.
That's what it
that
is.
also they didn't want to be proselytized.
Exactly.
They ran away from the scrolls.
Even branches tried to get away. That's awesome. So I'll go back to my initial question for the druid. Are you a random encounter? So yes, there's nothing we can get from him. Do you want to kill him?
No.
Does,
we don't want to kill
Can
her?
I
don't.
try speaking
I
him
do.
to him in my language?
Latin.
And
like
see if he
it? Sure.
understands?
No, he just hisses at you, like he's trying to crawl away, even though he's been hamstrung.
So is this a feral druid, basically?
Essentially, yes.
Can I knowledge nature and figure out more about him?
Sure, go for it.
17.
All right, so you know that there's a section of Barovia here that is an enclave of druids. They worship Strahd as a force of nature, and they attempt to cause these blights to rise up. And you know that you're not very fond of them.
He's rabid.
They
Put him down.
kill nature indiscriminately. Anything in nature, as a druid, right?
I'm telling the party that he is rabid. Put him down.
I'm gonna slice his throat.
Right. So coup de grace.
Best
Yeah.
things in sliced bread. Sliced throat.
Coop
It's
de Grassi.
It's a sad day when a druid
Grace.
dies.
You're not
It's
going to
all
miss it.
grace.
Yeah, you slice his throat
Oh, sweet.
and pull the head back, and he bleeds out.
I walk up to my wife, like stroke her cheek with my hand. Luna denoctum. Are you okay?
Not for my money. I'm fine.
Go ahead and make
They're
me
so
a
sweet.
Constitution saving throw.
That stroke on your face.
Take 10 damage.
Ah, my
14?
face.
You take another 9 damage from the poison. So she's
Wait,
still
wait.
the blood is still
I-
flowing freely.
Can I bend luck to give her a bonus on that?
Yes, you can.
All
Bend luck?
So I am a sorcerer, and I can use sorcery points to give you add a 1d4 on that. So if you
Roll a
roll
D4.
D4, that might get you over. Here you go.
It's one more.
One more.
So 15. 15 was to DC.
I thought it might be.
So yes, you your blood you feel the poison kind of flow out. Your blood's just pumping the poison out.
Nice.
Ew.
And the poison is now it left your body and it begins to scab over and heal.
Is there anything on the druid?
He just wearing robes.
So he doesn't even have trinkets or anything. No tattoos.
Loot
no.
the body.
Loot the body.
Nothing on the body.
So I have this great 10-minute sermon I will do now.
Oh,
when we
here
go
we
back
go.
to rest, I'll tell you more about Paylor. It's really nice.
I'll take the second watch.
Well, you got hurt, right? It's
Yeah, I
for
did.
us.
Fire
this is
priest.
this is the prayer of healing.
Prayer
We
of
need to
healing.
burn the blood. We don't need the scent here.
Okay.
Sure.
Regular sacred flame. Burn
Sacred
the blood.
flame it up.
All right.
Fair enough.
That's a cantrip, so we just use it as a utility thing.
Nice.
I'm assuming I know enough about nature to know that.
Yep.
Let's not leave blood at our campsite.
Ew. It doesn't attract anything. All right. So for 10
Anything
minutes,
good.
Calvin will preach.
None of the smell of cooked meat is prevalent.
Yeah. Calvin will preach about Praylor. Praylor? Praylor.
Praylor.
That's even better.
That's
I like
nice.
it. And
Praylor for
anyone who was hurt will get back 12 hit points. That includes myself.
How much do we heal when we sleep?
You may, when you take a rest, you may spend any number of hit die. So what that means, exactly.
Elaborate, please.
What?
Notice the confused look on their face. So,
Pathfinder player, damn it.
for example, you are a barbarian monk, right?
Yep.
So you have 2 barbarian hit dice and 5 monk hit dice. So that means you may roll a d8 and add your Constitution modifier to spend one of your monk hit dice, or you may roll a d12 and add your Constitution modifier to spend one of your barbarian hit dice.
Can
You
I
may
roll nothing and just add my Constitution modifier?
No, you may roll a monk and use the lesser of the two
Fair
to
enough,
heal
fair
yourself to
enough.
full.
I'll do that.
The same thing as Ellie, you may roll a d8, and you may number up to 7 d8s to heal overnight.
Sweet.
Since
So essentially, as long as you're not down more hit points than you can minimally roll, you heal up overnight because you get all the
Nice.
hit dice back with a long,
morning.
a long
Right.
rest. Right.
Right. If we weren't resting now, it would be
Yeah.
more of an
It
issue.
would be a problem.
Also, for those of you at home, that multi-classed hit die explanation there is, I think, as complicated as 5e gets. So,
Yeah, it really is.
like, everything else is easier than that, which is good.
Which
Right.
is
So the rest of the night does pass uneventfully. The
Did they
druid,
take watch at all?
Huh?
Did they take turns
Yes.
to watch? Right.
Do you get your points back after the rest?
If it was long rest,
Yes.
yes.
All right. I'm gonna get my spell slots back as well.
Hey, take my key.
There you go.
And you may proceed further into this little adventure here.
Adventurer.
Adventurer.
Right.
I hope Strahd serves Italian.
Oh crap.
You know what they call a fake noodle?
What?
An impasta.
What?
I'm just keep walking away.
Keeping it casual.
She's gonna walk away. She's
That's
gonna
crazy.
be searching the area for other stuff.
Okay. I will say that now you've said that, you notice a distinct lack of ravens.
And pasta.
And pasta.
Yes.
Nothing much happens today on your travel through.
Do we make
You're
it?
able to get toward that gate.
Do we make it to the windmill?
You're actually heading toward the gate, but the windmill is the most recent thing that they had remembered. That's why I was doing
Yeah.
that. But you guys also remember that big, gigantic gate.
Yeah, I
Um,
remember seeing it.
And that head is back when you pass through the gate. That
Oh,
little
the doll head?
Yeah.
Set it on fire.
Yes. Is it still staring?
It's still
at
staring
me?
at
Only
you.
me?
Only you.
Is this the gate to the Count's lands?
This is the gate to the Count's land, yes.
So you too need to see the Count.
Well,
Yes,
Yes.
we're invited for dinner.
Is it good?
he has an all-you-can-stomach buffet.
That doesn't have pasta.
Well, not with
What
That
is
we
pasta?
know of.
Yes. So
That we know of.
the creepy doll head.
The creepy
I'm
doll
gonna
head
try
is
and set
back.
it on fire again.
And you do.
That's
It
just
It
creepy.
burns to ash.
Now, if I turn around and turn back, is it back again?
It is not.
Escape
But
that
on
one.
the other side of the gate, maybe
Hippie-wiggy.
not 50 yards, there's a carriage, a horseless carriage sitting there. And as you approach it, the back gate swings open. The
Is there
back door swings open.
Is there anything inside?
It is not. It is empty.
I think that's meant for us.
What?
You're just going to get into a strange empty carriage in the middle of nowhere?
We're walking into Strahd's lair. I mean,
Well, I will make sure my shield is properly lit up and cast
Oh, the
light
nervous-
upon
the nervous
my
tick is
shield.
coming
Oh,
in?
yes,
Okay.
yes. And boldly step behind whoever goes in first.
Okay. So who's going in first?
I will.
All right. You step up in, and it is it's black interior, but it is well crafted. Nice and cushiony.
Is there room for 5?
There's room for 5.
Is there a driver's seat on the outside?
There is a driver's seat on the outside. Yes.
I'd like to sit there
Okay.
I'll join
and
them.
look
Yeah.
around.
So you're gonna sit shotgun.
Doors
Well,
Doors
his
open.
wife, let's be honest.
Kind of like smelling the air.
Fair enough.
Since they're inside, they can't see me doing this.
Okay. And the door shuts once everyone's boarded. And
Can we keep it open? Are there windows?
There are windows, but they are boarded shut.
Oh,
They're dark.
fantastic.
Um,
So we're in the dark.
you're in the darkness.
I have light.
You
I'm
do
not
have
happy.
light. Exactly.
Lots and lots of pale
Lots of light. Lots of paler light. And you hear the sounds of hoofbeats, but there is no horse there. The carriage begins to move on its own volition.
Do I smell horse?
You do not.
Okay.
So, Thielen, what kind of magic makes this thing go?
Would I know that?
You can roll an Arcana check.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to know that.
You're not going to know that. Fair enough.
That's
It's definitely magic that far outpaces your own.
Okay. Is there any writing or anything? Nobody comes around asking for tickets? Or?
Nope. No
Good.
ride fare, but the rest of the travel there goes by very fast. This thing is going at a pretty good clip, and it's a paved road.
Huh, okay.
And you're able to reach Strahd's castle by dinner time.
Did anyone remember the invitation?
I've got it.
Okay.
My
good.
sword is my invitation. I don't know.
Did we see anything of interest while we were traveling?
No, it's you are guaranteed safe passage with Strahd's invitation. So nothing of interest other than maybe Vistani or something.
Of what we know, do you think Strahd would be entertained if we show up?
Yes.
It's
we
like,
discussed
why-
how we are going to pretend we were invited as well and just walk in with
Yep.
them.
That's the
You
idea.
good with that?
Yeah.
During the trip, would you guys have shared why you're going to the castle as well?
Would you
Not
have
till that
asked?
gate.
Yeah, not till
Yeah.
we got there.
Did you ask after we asked about our? Do you have
Yeah,
business with
after the
count?
gate. So when we got to the carriage, sorry, Joe, we all decided to go, and that's when you said you guys are going to the
Well, I
castle
asked
as
that
well.
you had business with the count.
So
we
what-
invaded from there? Do you have business with the count?
And I said we were having dinner with the count. Do you have business with the count as well?
Yes, we
What
too
business?
are invited for a dinner.
Why?
Do you ask such things of the count?
Maybe he has extra food.
Go ahead and roll a deception check on that. You roll an insight check.
Yeah. Numbers.
I got a 10, and I'm trying to find it on my... There it is. 14.
14.
Something about him also being invited for dinner kind of strikes you as off.
Mm-hmm. So I'd want to investigate further.
Okay.
Off like we think he might be lying about it, or off like...
It just doesn't sound right, because why would he invite other guests when...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we're traveling together. It doesn't... Something about the situation doesn't sit well with me. Where did you say you were from?
We're from a small village to the northwest.
Is this the same nondescript village with the nondescript tavern that we started in?
No, he means that he's from this area.
So you're from this area, so would that be strange to me? Like he hasn't mentioned any of the towns we've seen along the roads, right?
I did not stay in town long. I am a hunter. I am of the wood.
So then how have you been able to survive in these woods all this time? From what we've seen, nothing lives out here.
The strong live out here.
Oh, snap.
A strong live out here.
If you're not strong, you will die. As I said before, you had to prove yourselves. In that battle, I saw you were capable. Before that, I did not even know if you were. Your armor is shiny. Your shield shines bright. It hasn't taken many strikes.
Mine shines very bright. Has light on it. Go, Baylor. What?
So what is it? Insight to see if I continue? Is it insight to see if I trust him?
Yes.
Do I roll it again?
Go for it, if you decide to want to.
I don't really need to...
Still 14.
Yeah, you believe him.
Believe him like I'm no longer suspicious, or...
No, you can still be suspicious, but you believe he's telling the truth now.
Okay, so I believe he's telling the truth. So we get on the carriage ride, we're all together, but I would share with Teelin and Calvin that I'm not 100% sure I trust our new travel companions. And to keep your eyes sharp, or something to that effect.
Does my superior hearing or her superior hearing pick that?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
There it is.
Well, the woman
20,
was
not
kind of
natural.
bloodthirsty for that druid.
Yeah.
What do you add to it?
I mean, I wouldn't
Perception.
trust them
Oh,
yet
no,
anyways.
we just said that.
So.
13.
13. What do you got on the dice there?
A 12?
So you only get a +1?
I only get a plus. Oh, wait. Don't I have some
wait, there's
passive
more.
wisdom shit? Oh, yeah. Thanks. Thank you. You're so
I was going
good,
to say.
you. You're so good, you. It's
More.
30.
It's
30.
20.
I get
Plus 8.
18.
Well, she doesn't
That's
add
your passive perception.
Oh, that's passive perception.
You get a +8 to that 12, which makes it a not natural
Okay,
20
so
like
passive
me.
perception
sweet.
is no roll.
Oh.
So if you guys can hear them talking. If you want to actively try to listen in, that's going to be an active roll. That's why.
Got it.
So you don't add passive perception. You only add your perception.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, it is a 20, not natural.
We
Okay.
both have that superior hearing.
Yeah.
Superior.
And you're able to hear them say these things. They're not fully trusting of you yet.
I
But that's
quietly
natural.
tell my wife, hey, if they are useful, we need to get their trust.
I mean, understandably so.
They don't
You
trust
slipped
us yet.
earlier.
Well, what you have said.
Good point.
Huh. So yeah, they killed the druid. She was kind of bloodthirsty, huh?
Duh.
Yeah. Da?
Da.
Okay.
So
Go
fast forward back
Paylorski.
to the castle.
Huh?
Fast forward back to the gate to the castle.
Fast forward back to the gates of the castle, and the carriage pulls up, and then does a 3-point turn and backs up to the stairs. The back door opens. You two up top, you see a dusk elf standing at the top of the stairs. And you would also see a elf who is very dark-skinned.
Do we recognize this elf?
Roll me a history check.
So Strahd is an equal opportunity employer, yeah?
4.
He does not discriminate.
15.
I know this
15.
guy. It's the dark one. Yeah.
Hey,
Um,
hey.
Yeah, you got a little bit of an inkling. You remember him from before you returned.
Okay.
His name's Ryden, and he signed up to work for Strahd before Strahd was turned.
Oh. Well, I would share this with everyone.
Okay.
Like, I kind of recognize this person.
So, what does that mean?
Exactly.
Well, he was hired to work for Strahd before Strahd was turned.
Oh, so a servant guy.
More than likely.
Okay.
A worker.
Tell him to park the carriage.
It was parked. It's parked.
Already
In a
done.
handicap
So.
spot too.
It's a $250 fine.
Is that
250 gold piece
Yeah,
fine.
there you
All right.
And it's a decent hike up these stairs. It's probably a good 75, 80 steps.
Good thing you should do cardio, Calvin.
He's like 100 pounds wearing chainmail. So, yeah. Poor
Right, so
fella.
you guys ascend up, and in a very dry sort of way, it is good of you to have accepted the invitation. Who are these extras?
We were hoping you would be able to tell us.
I know not.
Do you have enough food for them?
There is more than enough food.
Okay.
It's not Italian, right?
What is Italian?
I'll know it when I see it.
Okay. Come.
Did your
Come.
pasta get made by imps?
And it'd be an impasta.
And he turns and walks in, and the doors open of their own volition.
Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Okay. So yeah,
I go ahead
What's
and follow
inside?
the guy before
Yeah.
they can bring anything up.
that's
And
the-
it is not a very well maintained castle. Very
What?
dusty, very ominous and gloomy. A sense of dread. I would recommend not using your
Not
divine
using
sense
my
here.
divine sense. I would probably pass
It
out.
may be a little bit overwhelming.
Ow. The undead don't keep clean houses, huh?
And he walks at a fairly slow pace, maybe about
Like Lurch.
kind of like a lurch. He's old. He's an old elf. Even for a species that's immortal, he is old. And he's walking, and there's no other living things in here. There's no critters. There's no roaches. Nothing else lives here. It at one time would have been a very resplendent castle. The rich red of the velvet has deepened into this brown scab colored look.
Ew.
You know,
Yeah. I'm gonna peel off one of the scabs.
peel off one of the scabs in the velvet.
Ew. And the window starts oozing.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to pick it.
Yeah, I guess. I
And
won't.
he goes, "Come. The Count has decided that you will dine in the halls of mourning.
The death room.
The death room.
The halls of mourning.
Mourning as MOURNING.
The morning is much better where the light comes up.
Exactly.
Have you heard of Paylor, my friend? You've been around a long time, apparently.
No.
Oh.
And I have no time for your trivial nonsense.
Oh.
He
There's
calls
much
Taylor
to do.
nonsense.
I will reflexively light the shield back up.
And he kind of squints and kind of shies away from it a little bit. But not like it hurt him, just like the light kind of, ruined his pupils.
That is the power of Paylor in your eyeballs.
While we are walking through, there are two scents of two different people I'm very much actively trying to find.
As am I.
And they're both older. Both those scents are older, probably maybe a week or two.
Just basically perception. That's the most important thing
They're
for me.
here, but you're not
Not
finding
here.
a strong scent yet. And you guys come up into this room, and this room that you guys will be dining in is let's see. I actually have a description for it here.
Ooh.
Hey, let me read some flavor text.
You go.
Flavor text. Dust assaults your lungs. A sweet yet pungent smell of decay fills this room, in the center of which stands a long oak table. A blanket of dust covers the tabletop and its fine china and silverware. In the center of the table, a large tiered cake leans heavily to one side. The once white frosting has turned green with age.
Ew.
Cobwebs hang like dusty lace down every side of the cake. A single doll figure of a well-dressed woman adorns the crust of the cake. Suspended above the web-shrouded chandelier of forged iron, an arched window in the south wall is draped with heavy curtains. Resting in a wooden stand by the window is a dusty lute, and standing quietly in the southwest corner is a tall harp, shrouded in cobwebs. The figure of the groom is missing from the top of the cake, and it lies on the floor. And Rahadin, he would have introduced himself as Rahadin as well. Walks up to one of the chairs, scrapes it backwards, and looks at Noctra expectantly.
She would just kind of stare back.
There you go.
Be like, I don't need to sit just yet. Thank you for your hospitality.
Slides it back. Pulls the next chair, looks at Teelan.
I would sit
All right.
graciously.
And he slides it. And he does this for each of you.
Calvin would sit for now. Yeah.
And
without moldy cake.
and skeletal hands, like ephemeral skeleton hands, begin to bring plates, and the plates are clean, and set them on the table.
So they're
And-
serving dinner.
Yep. And there's napkins, setting the silverware on top of the napkins. The table remains dusty, but the plates at least and silverware is clean.
And I think we can find out who we're going to eat on the next episode.
Yes.
I think we'll wrap this one up for now.
Properly creepy.
Properly creepy. Yeah. Why didn't you sit? Why didn't
Skeletons are
Noctra sit? She's just not ready to sit down.
She's not ready to sit.
No.
She's been sitting for the last day in the carriage.
Yeah.
It took that long?
It took the better part of a day.
Wow. Okay. Cool. Well, we'll wrap this one up for now, and everyone can say
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Next time. Penis.
The preceding podcast was brought to you by One Joe Young. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.